Welcome to Easy Money MMA. Let's look at last week's result. Most of my plays turned out exactly the way I expected. Too bad the bow nickel play in Santiago didn't play out well. RDR looked really shit his last fight. He made Gerald Meerschaert look like Sugar Ray Leonard. Was getting pieced up on the feet by Gerald. So I thought Bo Nickel, with his wrestling pedigree, he's not going to be taken down, so will not be submitted. I think him on the feet looks much more technical than RDR. He was able to outstrike Paul Craig pretty easily and played it really safe. So I thought he would have a pretty clear advantage. Bo Nickel was also preparing for a similar matchup his last fight, so I thought the game plan aspect of it would also be really good for him. Yeah, unfortunately that didn't play out well. Kind of a fraud check, to be honest. But Koev absolutely ran over Ryan Loder, was really easy. Corey Sandhagen, I thought it was impossible for him to lose. That's why we loaded up big units on him. Yeah, Mason Jones looked really good. Just look another level from Jeremy Stevens, who's obviously pretty washed. Sergey City was a pretty comfortable win. Wanted to load up more, but he didn't look very good last fight, and he's also a new fighter, so I don't tend to load up big units on him. Yeah, Santiago looked pretty good until he got caught with a big shot, and he just didn't really recover from that. To be fair, Rodriguez has a pretty powerful straight hand. Yeah, that was a really powerful shot. He got hit once and it was like game over after that, it seems. Okay, so yeah, lots of good positions this week again, so let's get on to our first bet. Our first bet is Navajo Sterling. I really like him against Ivan Erslan. Ivan Erslan doesn't look very good. He looks kind of stiff, very one-dimensional, not very good movement. Seems like he's only trying to hit like 1-2s straight off the pipe. Very predictable game plan. Always feels like he fights the same way. Navajo looks very dynamic, good footwork, good variety. I feel like he's not very easy to hit as well. I feel like if he can survive the first round when Erslan's power go down a little bit, he should just be able to dance circles around him with his technique and shot selections. So yeah, I'll be dropping big units on him. 3-unit play, this will be. Yeah, I haven't seen Sterling tested in wrestling and grappling that much. Okay, but I think City Kickboxing has really good wrestling defense. Dan Hooker, Izzy, they all got really good defense, so I think he should be pretty prepared for wrestling exchanges. Okay, at minus 260, that's around the price I got it at. It still looks pretty good, so get on this bet. Our next best bet of the week will be Jose Aldo. Yeah, Jose Aldo has been looking really good. His last fight against Mario Bautista, brutal robbery, I thought he won that pretty clearly. And also outclassed Jonathan Martinez. He didn't absolutely destroy him, but was just one step ahead of him. And Jonathan Martinez was a pretty hyped up prospect at one point. He's still pretty decent for sure. Able to hang with the top 15 fighters pretty well. Ayman Zahabi hasn't really fought the best competition. His last fight, first 2 rounds against Pedro Munoz looked pretty good, but then the third round, the momentum kind of switched as well. Pedro Munoz was kind of beating him a bit in the third round. That was not a super good look. Yeah, I just think Jose Aldo is still elite. He defended every single Merab's takedown. Jose Aldo put up competitive fight with all the top dogs. Yeah, I just think Ayman Zahabi is not at the level. Yeah, Zahabi doesn't have crazy power. He's a smart fighter, has very good timing and shot selection, but I think Aldo is just, yeah, not a lot of people outstrike Aldo, let's just put it that way. So yeah, we're playing 3 units on him. I got it at under minus 200. Feels really good about that, playing 3 units on him. Our next bet of the week will be Bilal Muhammad. I feel like we've seen JDM struggle a bit against Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns almost won if he didn't KO him in the last minute. Basil Hafez, even though that was like that should not be a split decision, JDM won that very clearly through damage. But Hafez was also able to kind of control him and also take him down at will at certain points of the fight. I feel like Bilal Muhammad is even better pressure wrestler than Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns has not been able to do that to many of his opponents. I think placing 1 unit at Bilal Muhammad at under minus 200 odds is pretty nice. JDM has looked really good, improving a lot, super dangerous, one of the best boxers in the weight class for sure. So I'm also not willing to play big units on him since the danger factor is still there. I thought JDM was going to be Leon Edwards. I rate him very highly. I just think that the wrestling and grappling is going to be able to, Bilal's going to be able to switch it up better, but I think JDM definitely has an edge on the feet. Bilal's striking is also pretty underrated though. Outstruck Gilbert Burns pretty easily, even though Gilbert Burns has a broken arm. So that one was a bit weird too. Okay, these are the positions that I've locked in so far. And there's 2 other bets I'm looking at. Maybe I'll throw in something little to it, but I'm still tape studying them, so I'm not sure about that yet. I'm looking at Brad Katona, Jung Young Lee, Marc-Andre Barrios. I feel like those might be worth putting a little bit on. I'm still not sure about it. Okay, so hope you guys kill the bets and make some money. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.